a couple of big runs from Swedes, from Finnish guys. The others have done a well job on the Euro Tour, so we're seeing a couple of good players out there, and hopefully we see. It will be fun to see a new face to get up there.
It would. Talking of which, might I add, if one of the Icelanders did manage to qualify,
yeah,
Vitor is going to be playing in a minute. We have Arneson, Thor Arneson. That would be, and I was saying to my dad earlier, groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Absolutely groundbreaking. For those of you, by the way, who have just joined us, the stream had to go down for a second whilst a couple of finalities were changed and chopped. It's all right, me and Christopher were just talking a load of rubbish anyway. You haven't really missed much. You haven't missed a dart of action either. The PDC comes to Iceland for Euro Tour qualifier for Euro Tour #1 next year. I'm excited. If you're not, well, I'm sure you will be very, very soon.
And I have to say this about Iceland. I mean, what they're doing right now is no other country in the Baltic countries that I know about. I mean, they have the Dart Connect connected to this tournament. They put live stream on. They have commentators like us. And they're from a small country when it comes to darts. Iceland is not the biggest country when it comes to darts, but we have Finland, England, Norway, Denmark. Don't do the same.
It's not the biggest country when it comes to anything. But if you go on Dart Connect and have a look at the Pro Tour that's been going on, we had Pro Tour #5 2 days ago. You will notice, and if you click on the list of all of the participants across all 5 of the events so far, 92, I think it was, players. 92 different players. The vast, vast majority being Icelandic.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but the vast majority. So I've heard this. Even there's about 330,000 people in Iceland. About 1,000 of them play darts.
That's also, I mean, we are much bigger country. Sweden are much bigger than Iceland, but we have like 2,000 people play darts. And you say they have 1,000. That's amazing.
It is amazing. It might not be the best standard. I mean, a lot of them have got a good standard, but it might just be people like me who just play a little bit darts for fun. But still, that's really quite impressive. And if we can make inroads and sort of, get Iceland on the darting map, then who knows what's going to happen. I think this is a huge, huge step in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, look at, for example, nothing to disrespect the English people, but I mean, when Iceland played the Euro Cup in football 2 years ago, I can promise you 99% of the English people are like, no problem, we're going to beat them easily. They're a little country, don't have any famous players. What happened?
Apart from Eidur Johnson and Sigurdsson and a couple. What happened? Iceland were pretty good. That's what happens.
Exactly. And I can say in handball, I know handball is not so big in England, but Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, big sport. And they actually, I think they made it to like the final of the World Cup a couple of years ago in handball also. So they're a very good country when it comes to sports like football, handball. And of course, if you're watching like the strongman competition, they're amazing there too.
Don't know why they're so good. There's got to be a reason, but they are so good at the strongman.
Yeah, I mean, if any people out there watching the show Game of Thrones, I'm one of the people that don't watch it, and my girlfriend hate me for that. You have the giant, and he's Iceland, and he's huge. But if you're watching the game, we will see. Actually, I spoke with Dennis yesterday, and we have some players from the Faroe Islands, and he said I would love to play against one of them. It doesn't matter if I win or lose, but it would be cool just to play one of these players. And if I'm not mistaken, he played Jan McIntosh in the first round, and I think he's from the Faroe Islands. So it's great to see a new country.
Jan McIntosh, by the way, is playing here. We're playing Dennis Nielsen in the second round. He has a bye for the first round.
Exactly. And I would say also here in the second round, like I said, in the top 16, we have actually an exciting game. It's Roland Lindgren against Madars Rasma. And lucky for me, I played both of them. I think it was 3 weeks ago in the final. I played against Madars and I lost. 2 weeks ago, I played against Roland in the semifinal and I lost. So I know these are two great players. And last year or 2 years ago, Roland won one of the PDC MB tournaments, so he can really play darts. So not underestimate that guy, I can say.
Well, I don't know how much you've been keeping up with Icelandic darts over the last couple of weeks, but 2 days ago I came across a man called Svein Skori Hoskoldsson, and hopefully we get to see him play because he reminds me just of Jelle Klassen when he throws. And needless to say, he's got a new fan. I told the guys to tell him that I'm a big fan, and he gave me a video saying thank you so much for the support. So I'm not a loser fanboy, but I'm a fan. He's playing in the second round. He's got a bye up to the first round. He's playing, just the small matter of Court Decker in the second round. So that might be quite exciting as well. But you can see these two players that are warming up. Vitor Charua, who's the man throwing now. He is the grenade. He's from Iceland. He has a moustache, and he won the October's ranking event yesterday. I did a little interview with him. He said there's no reason why we cannot have home advantage when we play in Iceland. He's playing Daniel Larsson, who doesn't need too much of an introduction. This man knows exactly what he's doing.
Exactly, and I can say Daniel, after the team event, now in the Euro Cup, the funny part is I remember watching, of course, because I love statistics, so I'm watching the Swedish games, and every guy in the men's single lost in the first round. Every player, first round.
Sweden.
Out. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then they play in the doubles. Didn't went so good, and then in the team event.
And they smashed it.
Crashed it. A very good friend of mine, Edwin Torbjörnsson, fabulous player, young player, playing in the national team as a youth and now in the national team as a senior. And I said to him so many times that the team event is your game. He's amazing in the team events. He's been in the final twice in the Nordic Cup, that's our version of the Six Nations. And he put his team to go far in the tournament. And in the final against the Netherlands, he won all his 4 games. And that's the thing, when you play best of one leg, Daniel played good, everybody played good in that team event. And the thing is with Sweden, they're so good friends, and that's why they made a good team. So I promise you, Vito won yesterday, so of course he's confident, and Daniel will have a gold medal from the Euro Cup a week ago, so he's also confident. So hopefully this will be a very good game.
It should be good. We have home advantage in Vitor, who's just won a tournament. And we have Daniel Larsson, who is playing very, very nicely in Europe at the moment. He's no stranger to the game of darts. He's no stranger to pressure. And yes, I, for one, am certainly looking forward to it. I won't be here for the entirety of the session. Christopher hopefully will. But we've got coverage from you today, tomorrow, and on Sunday as well. 3 Euro Tour qualifiers, one today, 2 today, one's a little later on, in addition to 2 Euro Tour, not Euro Tour, but 2 PDC Nordic and Baltic events. All of the matches today are brought to you with Dart Connect. Go to tv.dartconnect.com, hit the PDC button, and you can follow the Euro Tour qualifiers on there. It's an absolute godsend. I've used it very, very religiously over the past few days in order to see what's going on around the boards. And as both players pull up, it looks like it is Daniel who is going to be first. And the PDC Euro Tour qualifier for next year's first event begins.
And of course, if you have any question or suggestion, anything, put it up in the stream, because I'm watching the chat at the same time I'm watching the game, and it's the Facebook chat. So if you have any question or anything there, put it up and we will answer the questions.
Also, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hopefully we've got a little bit of interest. Hopefully a few more of you will be interested in subscribing. We have 341 subscribers at the moment, and if you'd like to see that number rise, that number in the bottom right-hand corner, youtube.com/live darts Iceland. Give us a subscribe. All sorts of interesting things going on there, and of course the complete archive of our streams, of our streams and games as well. Best of 11, so it is first to 6, which is a little bit longer than the format that we are used to.
Actually, sorry for interrupting, Robbie. I think it's best of 9 legs. So, I think it's best when it's a Euro qualification. I think it's first to 5.
Okay, it says best of 11 on this screen here. Maybe that is wrong. I'm sure we'll soon
could be
find
my
out.
mistake. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's best first to 5.
Okie dokes. As we get a lovely ton there from Daniel Larsson to kick off this first leg. I notice when Vita stays straight, is all right, because he is good at hitting the treble 20. It's just too many darts in the 5s and 1s that cause a few problems, I guess. But Daniel's a little bit on fire now, isn't he?
Yeah, and the other thing with Daniel, you see, he starts standing up, like, for example, Adrian Lewis. So when he put it up and hit, like, treble on the top wire, it's a perfect dart for him to aim on.
That was the first ton 80 of the match in favour of Daniel Larsson. Leaves him on a very doable checkout.
Treble 19 to leave him on double 20. 78 left when it's coming back. And just wanting to be under any pressure. Vito leads at least at 140 to put Daniel under some sort of pressure.
Yes, to say, I saw Vita had 50 left. His opponent was on a finish. He went for bullseye. We had a chat about this afterwards. And I'll tell you the rest of this story as we see the treble 18.
Single 20.
Single 20. That leaves one bit and one bit only. And just like that. I just have to double check that was in because my eyesight isn't quite what it was. 25 years of age now. So, it does take its toll.
Like I said, Daniel is amazing on double 20. I've seen it so many times here in Stockholm. When it's under pressure, double 20, bang.
So Vita went for the bullseye. Opponent was on a finish. Managed to bust the score somehow. The opponent was then on a very reputable finish, and he went for bullseye again.
The thing is also there, if you go for the bullseye, you want 100% to get the shot at the double. For example, say you have 50 and you go for 10. I hate people go on 18, to be honest, because treble 18, you bust.
Yeah.
But say, for example, you have 10. You go for 10, and you push the dart. Single 6. 44 left. Single 15. 35. You can mess it up. But if you go on the double, on the bullseye, on the first start, at least you get the shot for chance.
And Larsson penning in a lovely ton 40. Back-to-back ton 40s as well. Well, all of a sudden we have a cooler. Maybe the cooler was just being quiet earlier.
And I think it's actually Vitor's wife, Ingebjörg, if I'm not mistaken.
Magnusdottir.
Exactly. So I think he's a home referee.
Hopefully no home advantage.
That's pretty tough when it comes to darts.
It is indeed.
Also remember, like Robert said, please subscribe on our YouTube channels. When we get 500 subscribers, we have a little lottery, and the winner will receive a signed set of Mark Webster's darts.
And 121, he's left himself on 32, has Mr. Larsson in good style as well. He'll want to pin this with the first dart. We've seen him do tops convincingly. Is he equally as good as double 16, Christopher?
He normally is. Because Daniel also, he goes often outside of the double, so you often have a dart to aim on, like that.
You two are liaising. You've obviously got a headphone in his ear, an earpiece.
The thing is with Daniel, normally when he feels confident, he's one of the best players when it comes to doubles in Sweden.
Larsson averaging a sultry 91, by the way. So
yeah.
And another 180 is second. You can tell he's played darts before. He's certainly not out of it.
Daniel played darts for almost 20 years, I think, something like that. Or over 20 years, sorry.
He doesn't look old enough.
I think Daniel he's turning 37 this year. Yeah, he played for over 20 years because he played the youth national team. And that's one thing we would love to see. After you see someone start with a 180, of course you start to think about the 9 dart. And it actually been, I think it was the first year of the PDC MB, or like it was called back in then, STC, that Alex B. Jensen from Denmark did a 9 dart.
Oh, stop it. I want one.
Yeah, so it's been a 9 dart, but many, many years ago.
Well, that means, because, we had one on the Euro Tours at Ross Smith, and then we hadn't seen one for ages. So you never know. This weekend could break the hiatus.
But you know that the Ross Smith curse is gone.
It has gone. Who hit it again?
Michael van Gerwen.
Of course, who else?
And the thing is, he was like, he didn't care about the other players, but he said it was too long time for me to didn't hit a 9 dart.
Yeah. And that's a nice visit. 3 trebles, 2 of which in the treble 20. Just to tap Daniel on the shoulder and say, still here. You may have 2 legs up and advantage in this leg.
And this is also something that get me frustrated so many times with these good players. They start to like 180. They throw off to 60, 57, 60, something like that. If you start with a 180.
They don't mean to.
No, of course not. But I mean,
I know what you mean. I'm only joking.
you have to hit the treble. And I've seen that so many times. Looking at Daniel example. Fantastic player.
One here.
Started 180, and then 60, 57, 60. No, 96. Leave 48 after 15 dots. So he scored 180 points in 3 dots and 263 points in 12 dots.
It's a strange sport, isn't it? I mean, yesterday, Gary Anderson was averaging 28 after the first leg. Not quite a fair comparison, as we see a double 16, 4-3 zip.
Dan is playing very good right now. He's over 30 in average per dot. That's a very good average. I've seen Daniel have 30 many times before, but on home soil, not out like this.
Well, we are being treated to some exquisite arrows here in Reykjavik. It is a venue we haven't yet seen in Live Darts Iceland. It's in downtown Reykjavik.
100.
My man Hoskolson, the Yeli Klassen lookalike, well, player like, he has been knocked out by Kordecker for nothing. Ulf Seder. He's got one of the shortest names in darts. Alex Roy is the only one I can think of that's actually shorter. He's 3-0 up against Thor Arneson, the other Icelander. Anders Rasma and Roland Lengren are 1 leg all. And Dennis Nielsen, Jan McIntosh, also 1 leg apiece. So we'll be keeping you up to date with those as they happen. If you'd rather follow that than this, or if you'd rather listen to this and follow the scores, feel free to use Darts Connect.
And that's very good. We can follow every game right now to see what's happening. So we see Daniel Bang in his third 180.
In the third ton 80. I thought it may have slid into the 5s, but it certainly didn't. And he is looking in pole position to take 4 consecutive legs. Larson averaging around at about 90. Well, he's in again. He doesn't want to get another ton 80, but he'll leave something useful. Maybe
Treble 11. He got treble 11.
Yeah. You know him well.
Yeah. Daniel always wanted to go for the 10 dot or something like that. So when he set it up like that, if he hit that single 11, he would go for the bullseye for the 10 dot. Always good for the confidence to do a 10 dot.
And he needs to hit the Mensal to do just that. Double and 14.
This will be the shortest dart we have ever seen, or shortest leg, on the stream.
Oh, come on, Danny. Maybe it's probably still going to be the shortest with double 7.
Yeah, 11.
And he's done it. I'll forgive him this once, an 11 darter. It's probably the best leg we've seen in Live Darts Iceland streams. And darts doesn't get too much better than that.
Let's see if Daniel can follow it up. Not maybe with an 11 darter, but somewhere around 12 to 15.
Let's see if Vitor can hit a couple of trebles here. Well, there's one of them, but it's not quite the one he wanted.
There's the right one.
Kosher one. How about another? 95's all right. His nose is still in this one.
So we have to see also if Daniel win this leg, then we know if he's best first to 5 or first to 6.
No treble here from Daniel, so Vitor can get another ton 40 maybe. This would make the leg a little interesting. We'd love to see him get at least a leg on the board, our home nation favourites.
I mean, if you look at Daniel right now, after 4 legs, he has an average of almost 100 on 3 darts. So Daniel played fantastic darts at this moment. And, I mean, 99 on 3 darts, that's no... Only what you can say is world class.
World class. Will he get to Ali Pali?
I would love to see him there. Just as a fellow friend and fellow countryman, I know what he can do.
And he's showing it in his stream.
Yeah. Now he's just relaxed. I think he's just like, take a leg, win the game, to be honest, right now, because unfortunately, Vitor, we love him to bits, but I can't see how he's going to turn this game around.
Too many swayed darts, average not just quite good enough, but also when you're averaging 99,
Exactly.
and you're hitting your doubles, it's very, very hard to win.
Exactly. He hit double 20 on the first one, double 16 on the second one, double 16 on the first one, and double 7 on the second one. So,
well, technically double 7 on his first because he split.
Exactly. So, I mean, he's like 66% on the doubles with an average of 99.
This might well be Vitor's last visit to the game, or we might play a sixth leg.
So, treble 20 for the double 12. Double 12. That's his first miss.
It is. Yes, it is. And double 3 is never a nice one. I mean, Daniel Larsson can hit anything. But let's see if Vitor can leave a finish here.
And I can tell you, Madars Rasma is 4-1 up against Roland Lengren at the moment. And they also play a great game. Madars on 92 on average and Roland on 84. So that's a great game.
Rasma played exceptionally in one of the Players' Championships in Dublin. And there we go. Double 3 to check out.
And I have it confirmed. First 6 legs.
Yes. And I was right. So you can write me a public apology and I'll post it for everyone to see.
We have a bad reception. What did you say?
I said that Vitor has hit 123. That's the way to go. When you're 5-0 down, that's not a bad start. And he's got to throw as well. Could we? Well, he's punished. And Vitor's going to need to do the same again, you think?
Yeah, he really needs to hit the trebles.
And he might do it as well. Go on, Vitor. If he can loop one over the top of that first dart. It's a valiant effort. 100's okay.
I mean, I think, yes, he will be happy to be there, go for a double, take a leg, because what we can see right now, this is not the Vitor we know about. He's currently on an average of 60.
So my question to you, Christopher, there are 3 chances to qualify for the European Tour, obviously Tour 1, Tour 2, and Tour 3. All players will be playing all of them, surely. So Daniel, if he wins today, he will come back and play the next one.
Yeah.
Because it's the next one and come back to play the next one. So it's not like Q School where you win it and you stop playing. But he's probably not going to be playing Daniel again, so maybe he might run to another Icelander or who knows. But can't be disheartened. Cannot be disheartened. When you're playing someone in this form, then...
Yeah, very tough.
Very tough. But I'd love to see him. And he could win. If he stays straight, he's got a chance of winning this leg.
I mean, Daniel has thrown 140, 80, 80. So he's on 201 of the 9 darts, but scoring is 7 darts because he has 2 bounce outs.
Well, could this be the first leg that Vitor wins? He went to 19s, 2 treble 19s for double 18. We saw Matty go that way yesterday. He narrowly missed the double 18.
So let's see, Daniel, 141, treble 90, 20, treble 19. No, that's a single.
And I'm sure he's hit many 141s along his career.
I think he's had done 3 9-darters.
In competitive play?
No, 1 in competitive play, and he actually did it in this.
Well, this is on. This is on. Hang on a sec, 68 left. This is on.
Double 7
to take a leg.
Come on, Vitor, take it.
From the Swedish master. Go on, Vitor.
This is awesome. Come on.
Oh, you don't get much closer than that.
That was a great shot.
I would have loved to see him get a leg on the board there against Daniel Larsson.
Especially in that way.
Clean it up in 3 darts. Maybe a shot at the bullseye. Will be a shot at double 13. And he's missed it as well. So, could we? Will we?
68 scored, leaving on 13. So let's see Vitor on double 7.
He's going to have 1 dart here. That's a double 2. And he's got
And
it.
took a leg.
Peter Charua has taken a leg off Daniel Larsson. I'm sure that'll settle his nerves, and he'll be happy about that as well. He's averaging significantly lower, but he has got a leg, and a leg that cannot be taken away from him. Very well done, Vitor.
And of course, we have to say we're not cheer for Vito, we're not cheer for Daniel, but it's always good to see when you're 5-0 down, take a leg and get happy.
Absolutely, yes. And we do know Vita, and I did want him to win a leg. You know, no one likes a whitewash. Well, the person whitewashing maybe likes the whitewash, but
exactly.
So yes, with as impartial as possible, I am very happy to see both players win at least one leg. And it may well be the only leg because he's in, and he's nearly.
It's been a while since Daniel did that at 180. And like 2 legs.
A whole 2 legs.
Been a while.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if you see it from Winmo. Sorry for bringing up BDO tournaments because it's a PDC tournament. But I don't know if you saw it, but it was one guy, I think it was first day of Winmo, missed a 9-darter on double 12, and his opponent took out 156.
That reminds me when Gary Anderson and Van Gogh, was it Van Gogh missed double 12, Anderson took 170.
Yeah, awesome.
Someone did some maths and said that's like 1 in 250,000 chance or something stupid like that.
But you know your statisticians, how many players have done a 9-darter against Phil Taylor?
0.
Who have been the closest?
100.
And I can give you, he missed a double on double 12.
It wasn't Michael, surely.
Nope.
Oh, God.
A former Lakeside champion.
Mr. Bunting.
Yep. Mr. Bullet.
The Bullet himself from St. Helens, who was in the World's Grand Prix.
And unlucky for me, that's my girlfriend's favorite darts player.
Who's Stephen?
Yep, because she thinks he's cute.
10 or 2. It's double 16, and he's got it.
So he's inside.
He's inside. I'm going to need some new glasses, and he has got it now. That's guaranteed.
Well played from Daniel. Great game. Unfortunately, Vito, he couldn't hit his standard that we know he can play, but Daniel played fantastic.
Indeed, and he's given me a bit of a birthday treat as well. Average of 92 for the match, 107 in that last leg. The biggest average, I believe, we have seen on Live Darts Iceland. We saw a chance at a 10-darter. He ended up doing it in 11 instead, which that suits me. Suits me all right.
So we have winners that Daniel Larsson beat Vito Charua in top 32. Madas Rasma beat Roland Lengren in the top 16. Kordecker won, Ulseder won. So a couple of players go up. And right now in this moment, Dennis Nilsson is 4-1 up against Jan McIntosh.
So it looks like 2 Swedes making it through.
We can hope for this. And this is actually Marco here. Every time he played against Dennis, he played marvelous. So I would say it like this: is if Marco could imagine every player beat Dennis Nilsson, he would be a world champion. Because he always plays great. Always.
Well, join the Darts Squad on Patreon. If you can't read, I'll tell it to you. Patreon.com/LiveDartsIceland. If you enjoy what we do, feel free to put a couple of pennies in the pocket of Live Darts Iceland. It could give us more cameras, it could give us some more equipment, it could give us the streams. It could maybe pay for me to have some maths lessons. Or for Christopher to afford a mute button on his microphone. Well, next up, Marco Cantele.
And I have to say, we have heard everybody. How do you pronounce his surname?
Who? Marco?
Yeah.
Olo. I'm joking. Cantele.
Yeah. And to say it with a little Finnish pronunciation, it's Marco Cantele.
Marco Cantele.
Yeah.
It's a bit like when I say Vitor Charua.
Yeah.
Some people say Vita Charua or Halli Ails. Some people say Halli Egilson.
But Halli's His full name is Hallgrímur Egilson.
Is it pronounced Gilson or Ailson?
It's about, I think because a Nordic name is Egil, so it should be Egilson.
Okay.
Should be.
Marco Cantele against Niels Jorgen Hansen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, indeed. That'll be up very, very shortly next on our streaming board. If you'd like to follow the bracket, click the PDC button in Dark Connects, find the event, and click on bracket. Madas Razma is the first man, is through to the quarterfinal, as well as Core Decker. Decker will be playing Poulsen or Isaacson. Razma will be playing Arting or Larson, possibly Larson.
That could be a great game. And they have played each other actually in Sweden in our county version. Daniels played for a fantastic team, and they won the Swedish championship last year in team event. And our team came third with Madars and Dennis. So pretty good teams to play in. And the second team was with Magnus Carries, Johan Engström, and so on.
Well, these are nice practice darts from Cantele.
Exactly. And what I have to say, 2 people have subscribed to our YouTube channel. So if you listen, thank you very much.
Just 57 more. 157 more, sorry.
Exactly.
Well, I'm still catching my breath from the epicness of that first game. That beautiful Larson performance. Plays anything like that, then surely he will be making his way to Euro Tour number 1 next year. I think there's 1 Euro Tour left, and I believe it is in Germany, as are the majority of the Euro Tours.
Yeah.
And whilst we do have no official affiliation with PDC TV, I do subscribe because it's how I can watch all of my Euro Tours and Players Championship events as well. If I'm out the country, I can watch some of the majors. I was in Nigeria watching the World Grand Prix the other day.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's not the first time you've been in Nigeria. You've been in Nigeria and commentating.
I did, until the internet died on me.
And I would say, I think one of the very few people that have been playing in a PDC tournament, because this is a PDC arranged tournament. I've been calling a PDC tournament and commentating a PDC tournament.
So you?
Yeah.
You've played in one of you?
Yeah, I played in these.
When?
I played in Denmark and I played in Gothenburg.
You played Gothenburg this year?
No, last year.
Oh, last year. Okay, and how did that go?
Unfortunately, I played against 2 Swedes. I didn't play bad, but I lost 6-2 and 6-3, I think.
Okay.
And I went to Denmark. I played against Veo Vinnica in the first round, and I lost 6-0.
Will you be playing again?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we like to hear.
And I can say to people out there, if you are from the Baltic countries, you don't need to be the best player to play in this tournament, because it's a great, great experience. Just to be there, play against the players, just talk to these players. It's a great, great experience.
So yeah, if you are watching and you're from one of the Nordic or Baltic countries, have a look on the PDCNB website. I believe this is the last event of the year because it is getting close to December. December, blimey, that means Christmas is coming as well.
Correct.
But next year, we'll have an array of events. I think Latvia was a recent addition to the PDCNB.
Yeah, we've been to Latvia. This is Iceland. We were in Russia a couple of years ago also.
Russia now has its own Eurasian tour, I believe.
That's great. Yeah, remember, that was crazy because they could qualify in our tournaments and they could play in the Eurasia tournament. So that was pretty weird. And we can actually have a pretty big upset here because right now it's 4-3 to Dennis Nielsen. Have the serve against Jan McIntosh. It's 4-3 and both are on 121.
Wow, anything goes.
Yeah, so this could be a very, very... Because, of course, I support Dennis. He's a good friend of mine, but So hopefully, I don't like to see an upset, but you never know.
Anyway, steady darts here. And Cantele will surely be first down to a finish. He will be first down to a finish. And time 40 is all right. I believe it is Vitor who was in the last game, who lost out to Dennis Nielsen. I think he's doing the cooling.
And check there, he lost against Daniel Larson.
Did I say Dennis Nielsen?
Yep.
I meant Daniel Larson.
Of course.
And Jorgen Hansen is on a slightly nicer finish than this one, 4-6. Which won't be taken out.
So it should be treble 10, bullseye, treble 14, 122, leaving on 24 if it's coming back. Jorgen will go guaranteed treble 17 for the double 18.
Well, it is still doable.
See, treble 15, treble 19 is in. I think it's a treble 7.
That looks like a treble 7 to me.
64.
So Marco will be coming back for this double 12 and to take the first leg.
Beautiful setup though. 47 leaving on double 20 if it's coming back. So double 12 for Marco. And the thing is, Marco's darts lay in the board. So if it's on the top wire, could be tough.
That's a little far away for it to be an issue. That isn't an issue. And in 2 darts, Marco Cantele takes the early lead and a break of throw.
And Marco have also played in the PDC World Championship a couple of years ago. He played Lawrence Ilagan from the Philippines in the prelim. And I think he played against Ronnie Baxter in the first round. And almost have an upset there because he couldn't miss any doubles. And now we see Marco start with a 180 also. So we know he's a good player. So let's see, I talked about this before. If you hit the 180, you should continue with at least one treble. Let's see if Marco
Yeah, 100, even 80 or 83 or 81.
Good last one.
He's saved it with the last start. When I say saved it, I mean he was ahead anyway, but you know, it's worth backing up your big scores with a medium score because otherwise it's easier to be pressured. And now 100 here, these want to finish.
Should be able to check out now. 178.
Wow.
118. Let's see.
On 58.
I'll leave on 98 though. Good dust there for Marco.
Like he was just warming up in that first leg. In his second leg, he's caught fire. However, Jorgen Hansen.
Oh, beautiful.
He gets a lovely, lovely maximum. But the maximum wasn't enough. As he'll have 6 darts, will Marco, at this 98.
Robert, I said it could be an upset there between Dennis and Jan. Dennis won a 40 for a 6-3 win. And then Jan check out 136 to keep his serve. So he's 5-4 right now.
No way.
So this could be a huge upset because Dennis is ranked number 5 on his challenge tour at the moment. So he's a fantastic player. We know that. But like we said before, it's darts. Anything could happen.
It can indeed. And this double 10 could go in.
Double 5.
If it's going to be harder, but it is the same size. Sand.
But it's bang.
Marco doesn't care about difficulty. 2-0, Marco Polo. So yes, do keep us updated on the Nilsson game. That sounds like it's developing into quite an exciting tussle.
Yeah, the thing is, if Jan would win this game, it would be a huge upset. I never heard about this. For Faroe Island, and actually right now, you have take the darts from Dennis in his serve. He's at 312, and he's turned Dennis on 315. The score is 5-4. If you continue like this, it should be a deciding leg.
You're saying Jan is from the Faroe Islands?
I think so.
If true, that's remarkable. I'll do a bit of research. That's remarkable. I knew they have got a few players.
Yeah.
Play to this standard against this sort of player.
That's amazing. And Dennis banging 140 now, so Jan needs a big score. I commented on 2 games. Sorry, guys. We should focus on it. So let's see. Can we see a 180 here from Marco again? Now we go down 139.
When there's lots of darts going on, it's easy to get distracted.
And you're under 180, leaving on 72. That is on 175. So if you don't have the tv.connect.com, log in just tv.connect.com, click on the PDC, and you will get up to this link. And it's great. You can follow every game. You can see all the stats, the tons, the 40s, the 180s, the checkout.
Every
You can
score.
see everything. Yeah. Amazing app.
And slightly slower in this leg from Marco. So Jorgen Hansen with the upper hand will want to leave himself something tasty after these 3 darts. 100 minimum, you think? Well, 97's all right. It leaves
That's a
him.
beauty. Leave on 104 when it's coming back.
Cantelli will be starting downstairs for obvious reasons. 2 trebles. He cannot hit, so 6 darts here at least. Treble 18 or treble 20. I like treble 20, but a lot of people like the 18s. Some like the 19s. Some like the
Or
16s.
16s. And unfortunately for Jan, he missed 3 darts on 40. So then it's on 52 to win the game. And you're going to have tops left.
10 minutes, Georgia.
Oh, unlucky.
That was unlucky. Swayed into the 5s. But he's going to come back. He might go straight for this double 15. It's not the nicest of doubles. Unless sure, Michael Smith.
Should go down here. I think he's miscount. Don't leave himself on a checkout. I think he has 165.
Well, he does. I can tell you've done this before. So, if he wanted to split, he could. Well, he has now split it, so leave something all right, 15. Maybe 7, yes, that's it. I'll be back for double 4. To get his first leg on the board.
So let's see you banging in double 4. Get one leg back.
Well, the pressure's on. Madhouse.
Oh!
And from nowhere or from significantly behind, Cantele should have a shot.
This could be a
Something.
steal. Double 20.
Oh, and that's not
Oh,
half a
see.
steal.
And you people out there wanted to upset, I can say Jan McIntosh, unfortunately for him, he lost 6-4 to Dennis Nielsen. And in the last leg, they missed very much double. So actually, Dennis checked out a 27 darter to win the game.
27 darter, eh?
Yeah.
For me. Marco Cantele halfway to victory. This is a second round game, the winner of which will reach the quarterfinals for the prize of playing Mighty Ulf Seder or Thorhalla Vitharsson, who received a bye into round 2.
And in that moment, Ulfsted is leading right now 3-0. And if you compare the averages, it's a big difference. It's 92 against 56. So
We have seen Ulf before. We've definitely seen him. Certainly on I think on a Euro tour. But
yeah, he's been in the Euro Tour.
Oh,
He's been into the quarterfinals in the Euro Tour before.
he did, and then there was the Ulf. chant.
Exactly. So we have a couple of good players on the tour from different
A lot of
countries.
good players. Yeah, they're all good. Our Icelanders are good. Swedes are good.
And one of my favorite players, we don't see him anymore that much, is Per Lause for Denmark. He played a great game a couple of years ago in the PDC World Championship against Terry Jenkins. Terry Jenkins did a 9 darter. He did a 170 checkout, but
He lost.
he lost.
He lost, and he lost half of his prize fund as well.
Yeah.
Arthur.
And who did the other 9 darter?
Kyle Anderson.
Exactly.
And he lost as well.
Yeah.
His brother Bo did really well.
Yeah, he had a great game against Colin Lloyd.
I'm never going to forget that day. I was at university and I used to work at the local football club. And it was, it was a cold winter's day and I was supposed to be going. And I thought I just can't be bothered. So I would have hated myself if I would have missed that. Hated myself.
Yeah. I remember that too.
Well, Marco should be leaving something fruitful. Is that something going to be 12? I think that was a 140.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it was an 83.
The scoreboard hasn't updated yet, but that should be 3 darts at double six, if my vision is correct. It certainly is, and he only needs to take the 4-0 advantage 2/3 of the way to victory.
And there's many games right now in the top 16 that's only going one way. Ulfsir is 3-0 up. Daniel Larsson is 3-0 up. Marco here is 4-0 up. So it's many games that's just one way.
Well, that was an unfortunate bounce out. It was sure a bit of unluckiness for Jorgen Hansen.
Yeah, when you play against these good players and you start 140, have a treble, you really want to continue on 100 or 140. And when you get the bounce out, you don't like that at all.
Well, he is playing well, is Jorgen Hansen, but Cantele does have the upper arm. Obviously 4-0 on the scoreboard. And throwing some rather fruitful stuff as well. Jorgen Hansen, a left-hander.
Yeah, we don't actually have so many left-handed players. Actually, fewer than I thought it would be in the top players. Of course, we have James Wade, Mark Webster,
Ron Meulenkamp,
and the great Les Wallace a couple of years ago, many years ago. But we don't have so many left-handed players. For the bullseye. It's always great to see a bullseye.
I saw someone hitting a bullseye the other day and they hit single 10 by mistake. Convenient. Well, this is now very possible. 14 or the treble. That leaves the same
That could be a bullseye.
target.
Oh, bang it in.
Is that in?
That's in.
Marco! Fantastic scenes here in Reykjavik as Marco Cantele hits treble 20, 14, bullseye to lead 5-zip. In a game that both players have been playing all right.
Yeah.
Cantele averaging 91 for the match now.
And Jürgen is on 80, so he doesn't play bad. For example, if you continue to have this average, you have a better average than Dennis Nilsson and Cord Decker have in the first round they won.
Dennis Nilsson, for those who just joined us, scraping his way through.
Yeah, and don't have about heard his opponent, John McIntosh, but he played great.
Wouldn't that be exciting to see our first ever Faroese Euro tourist?
Yeah, it would be.
If he's a decent player, I mean, he's playing in these, so you'd like to think he is. He's in with every chance. Every chance. Well, Marco Cantelli needs just now one leg to win through this round.
And look confident do it from here. 6 stars from 180, because I don't think you're going to check out 6 stars from 297.
Yes, so 180 separates. 180 points separates Mr. Cantelli with the quarterfinals. Joining the likes of Decker, Nielsen, and Rasma, who have already qualified for the quarters. Time 40 here would be rather lush. 100's okay. 60's not terrible, but he doesn't do 60. It's Marco Cantelli.
And now we have Darius is playing also his first game now against Henrik Primdahl. So the best players up now. Daniel Larsson is up. Darius is up. Marco Cantelli is up. Mars is playing. Dennis is playing. This is a fantastic tournament when you look at the names.
Double top for a quarterfinal spot.
And there is in 6-0.
Much there. Marco Cantelli shows Jürgen Hansen how it's done. A 6-0 job. Jürgen Hansen, got to give a hand to him, who has played all right. You know, the average 51, that's not bad. That's pretty respectable. But when you're averaging 93 and you're hitting your doubles, it's very, very hard to win.
Yeah.
A little like the first game where Larson did just that. 6-zip to Cantelli.
And we have... And we see it to continue like this, because we have seen 6-0, 6-0, 6-1. So it's not so even games. But I think now when it comes to the quarterfinals, when the big place comes down, then the tough. Now we got tough, really tough.
Well, I'm a little jealous of you, Christopher, because you're going to have the pleasure of commentating on the quarterfinals onwards with my absence, because you know, I've got a few things to do, but a few things to do. Going out for dinner for my birthday, but never mind. But you know, it's really been a pleasure. It's been good fun, and I've really enjoyed it. But the good news is I will be back here tomorrow and on Sunday for the rest of the PDC action in Reykjavik. If I'm back in time tonight, maybe we'll be there for a little bit in the evening. But in the meantime, I do leave you in the very capable hands of Christopher Vikstrand, who will be carrying on without me. Christopher, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And it still continue, because you don't know this out there, but it's actually Robbie's birthday today. So enjoy your birthday, have a great evening, and enjoy your dinner.
Thank you so much. I will see you around.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. So we're back. Sorry for a while for a little bit. I have to eat a little snack. So, like you heard before, Robbie is not with us because he's turning 25 today, so he's going out for a dinner. And it's a well-deserved one. And now it's time for the quarterfinal. And we have seen this player before. Kåre Dekker won this tournament, not this particular tournament, but he won PDC MB tournament before. And he will play against Ivan Paulsen. And to be honest, I don't know, frankly, so much about him. So it's always good to see new players on the streaming board. And for you people that wondering if it's Kåre that's very, very tall or it's Ivan that's very, very short, I can tell you, if I'm not mistaken, Kåre Dekker is 203 centimeters, if I remember what he told me before. So one of the funniest things I've seen during a Dutch competition is when Kåre Dekker is standing on double three. That's just hilarious to watch. So now wait, game on, and I was away again because my dear mother was calling me, so I have to answer. So we have to see here. I haven't seen Ivan play before. I know the Kåre is a very good player, originally from the Netherlands, but now he is representing Norway because his wife is from Norway, so that's pretty logic. And these two players, not to be disrespectful, they have the lowest average of all the top 16 players. But I would promise you, that doesn't mean anything. Like we see here, Kåre is 175 after 9 darts. Great players, both of them. Should be on double 20 here. Beautiful setup there from Kåre. 135 leaving on double 20. So we saw that beautiful first play from Kåre. Under 15 dart is always very good. If you can do it in a fifth visit to the board, that's 13, 14, or 15. That's always going to take you far in a tournament if you can have standard around 5 visits to the board. and Core is really banging in that treble right now. And now I recommend you, all dart fan out there, is going to tv.dartconnect.com. Click on when it's standing PDC, and you can see this tournament, the players right now. And we have some fantastic players. It's Daniel Larsson against Madar Sarasma, Ulf Seder, Mago Kantele, and Dennis Nielsen, Darius Labanauskas, and of course on the stream board this game. This will be absolute fantastic games to see. So if you have the opportunity, go in tv.dartconnect.com. And we see that both players are playing very good. 123, treble 19, treble 16, double 9. Now, treble 18 for the bullseye. Treble 18 for lead double 16. Unfortunately, it was a little affection. Hit a 1, single 1 or treble 1. And for even double 20. And that's a beautiful dart, equalized to 1-1. Never want to give away the serve in this stage of the game. Only first to 6 legs. And if you're 1-0 up and you break a serve, it's very good for the confidence. And of course, if you're the opponent, it can be a lack of confidence when it comes after that, especially when you play a player of Core Dicker's caliber, because he's playing fantastic darts at the moment. And so do Ivan. So this is a very fun game to watch and commentate on. And there was a beautiful 180 from Core Dicker. And if you have any questions or anything else, any suggestion, what I can do better, what the stream can do better, put it up in the Facebook chat and I will answer it as soon as I can. And don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. 344 at the moment. When we reach 500, we will have a little lottery and winner will receive Mark Webster's signed darts. So 68 for Core. I think it will go treble 20 for the double 4. Or treble 12. Treble 12 now. 56, 16. And the double 20. Leave it on 20, but he will have 3 darts when he coming back to the board. Because Ivan, oh sorry, my mistake. I thought it was under the double 20, but he banged it in. So 2-1 lead, and now it's Ivan's serve. Beautiful cover shot there. When you go low on 20, even if you're tall as Corey is, it could still be a blocker when it's low. So that was beautiful. Go down, treble 19, and click on single 19 for a 96. So that's 305. Would it go for the 20 or 18? You go for the 20. Doesn't matter now. You will set up something. Just bang down the points. People talk about, yeah, but leave yourself a checkout. But when you're on 305 and your opponent's on 306, don't mess up. Just go for it and bang in the points. There's a beautiful setup shot there from Corey. Perfect first one, treble 14, leaving on double 16. Unfortunately for him, he missed, and even this is a very important dart for the game. Now, double 20, double 10, goes inside on both. Unfortunate for him, because I don't think that Cordecker would miss 3 clean darts. Double 4, still double 4. And even got a chance on double 5 here. Go for it, go directly for it. Now it's nerves. Double trouble. And double 2 for Ivan, and 2-2. So double 2 for 3-1 lead for Cord. And that's it. So 3-1 for Cordecker. And I was 100% sure that was it. So sorry for that. That's absolutely in. Sorry guys, I was 100% sure the last time that double 2 was in. But Cord hit it now. So 3-1, had to serve and a break. And now it's 2 breaks up actually, because if you go to 5-5, he would have the dart in the deciding leg. So for efficiency of this game, you have a double break. Beautiful last one there. Corey's very good on all his trebles though, because you can see some players like very good on 20s and miss 90s a lot, or go on 18 and something like that. But though he's very tall, so the 90s should be a harder treble to hit, but he hits it. Cole banging another high score, 140, Lehman's 44. When he's coming back, will he be pressured on this 65 score, 96 left for Ivan if he's coming back? So 4 for double 20 or 12, 12 for double 16, and banging perfect. So 4-1 lead, and it's Ivan's serve, and this is a very, very important leg. Of course, it's not what I'm saying. To have a chance, you need to keep a serve and still bit for 2 down. But if Corey win this leg, Ivan have to take 5 legs on a spinner. That's very, very tough, of course. We saw in the first game, in the last game that Core play, he have an average of under 80. And he still have the same average here, but I didn't see the first game, but we have one very bad leg, to be honest, around 30 darts. But how he's playing right now, it's above, a big above over 80, I would say, in the region of 90 when it comes to scoring right now. But like we said, you have to hit the doubles. And even bangs in. Portly 4-2. So let's see if Koreans keep his serve, compose himself. Great start, 96, banging one treble. If you get one big treble in every time you score, you're ultimately ahead of your opponent. That's unlucky from Cole. He's two trebles and a one, scoring 31. They're very tight dart. And now Ivan really need to hit a big score to make a little bit of a comeback in this game. Unfortunately, I think he hit a 45, lean on 156. Ooh, great shot there from Cole. 12-20, 12-20 for the double 16. And unfortunately, missed. So let's see if Ivan can do a 1-4 and pressure the shot. 85, lean on 70. Double 16 for Cord. Single 16, double 8. Still double 8. Should be a good marker. And my specs have vanished me so many times, but I think that was it. Yeah, it was. So 5-2 to Cord. Great start with at least a ton. 140, great start. Pressure even have to hit a big score and be in front of his leg for the score. So Cord has taken a stab in this leg after one big score with 140 and banging another treble. Beautifully. 134, leave him on 127. And if we would hit a single 19 there, we'd leave him on a bogey. But I don't think in this state of the game, we don't care. You just want to hit the points, leave him on a checkout. Even on 316. So for Corey, it doesn't matter so much. So treble 19 foldable, maybe treble 16. 55, leave on 72. So let's see, 72, treble 12, treble 16, treble 18, treble 16, treble 20, big 20, and double 16 for the game. Leave him on 32 when it's coming back. Ivan would love to see a 140 here to pressure Ivan for his double 16. 82 leaving on 98, so double 16 and a place in the semifinals. That should be a good marker. So treble 18, single 20 for even, leave on 40. So let's see now, Corey, I missed a couple of dots on this side of the board, but double 8 for the game. And there it is. 6-2 win for Kordeka and a place in the semifinal. Beautiful play for Kor. Some scrappy legs, but in the end, he won the game. So we see you soon in the semifinal. And also, if you want to see the quarterfinals, you can't see it on stream, but you can see it at DartConnect. So tv.dartconnect.com on the PDC flyer, and then you can see the PDC MB qualification for the Euro Tour, and they play really good darts right now. So see you soon. So I think we are back in the stream again. So welcome back, everybody. This should be a fantastic semifinal between two of the best players in the Baltic Dutch. Darius Labanauskas from Lithuania and the Rasmatas Madas Rasma from Latvia. And for you that followed the Players' Championship last weekend, we all know that Madas made a great run and took him to the final. And in the semi-final, he beat the one and only Michael van Gerwen. So we know he's in very good form, and we all know that Darius is in good form. So this should be a fantastic, spectacular game, and I would be surprised if we see any leg over 18 darts. So it looked like that Darius won the ball. Oh, he didn't? He made 25. Outside, so I was a little bit of psychic. Darius won the ball. And unlucky for us Swedes, Darius beat Dennis Nilsson in his quarterfinal, and Madas Rasma beat Daniel Larsson in a very tight quarterfinal, 6-5. And also put something in the chat if you have questions, advices, anything you're wondering or anything you want to say. Put it up in the chat, and I'll always ask this one because I love to see everybody from. Please put up which city you're from and which country you're from. It's always great to see different players from all over the world that follow our stream. And please subscribe to our YouTube channels. You have it here in the description. And when we reach 500, we have a lottery where you can win Mark Webster's signed darts. We saw a beautiful 134 there from Darius. Beautiful setup, leaving 120, but a great answer there from Madas with a 130, leaving on 75, pressure the shot of 120 from Darius. So treble 20 now for double 20. 100, leave on double 10. So let's see here. Treble 17 for double 12. Big 18, double 20. Unlucky there. When you meet player of the caliber of Darius and Maris and you have one chance to take the double, you have to take it. Very important. Gudmundur from Iceland, Reykjavik. Always great to see fellow Icelandic here. We have a lot of Icelandic people following our stream, and they will see $17 from Darius. And the thing is, we saw that Maris was a little bit disappointed there because he had a perfect treble 20 what he did with the first start. You really want to follow up with at least one more for 140. And when you have your serve, it's very important. If you have a good start, that will pressure your opponent very much. A 79 there. He tried for a 133, 171 to give him easier time next one for the checkouts. And it's good to see people that I know that come in the chat. We have actually some famous people. For me, we have the former Norwegian national team player Rune David. And if you for you to play a great game against Martin Adams a couple of years ago in the Winmore. And Tony Alnentalo, a Finnish Swedish guy, won the Finnish Open 2 or 3 years ago. So welcome to the chat. We see a lot of players here. It's great to see. And I recommend you to follow this because this is a semi-final, and you see the standard here. And if this is a semi-final, how good would not the final be? And these two players are so good, I wouldn't put money on any one of them in this game. Treble 17. If it's a 17, 66 left. He aimed for a bullseye, leaving on 16. Now he hit 102, leaving on 41 when it's coming back. And Thorolfur, I think I pronounced it decent, from Iceland, Reykjavik, and Jessica Roos from Denmark, Assens. Always great to see people out there. So single 9 for the double 16 for Madars. Double 16 to equalize 1-1. I think it's inside. We look at the body language. Yeah, it was inside. And this could be a crucial shot for Darius. Now, treble 18 for the double 16. Big 18, Limo 68, treble 20, treble 16, treble 16. So, Maras here, double 8. Double 4. And that's the equalizer, 1-1. We have seen this a couple of times now that Maras banging in his first treble 20 on his first start. He can't follow up with another treble to pressure Darius more. Now we see here, Darius banging the first one, banging the second one, and banging a beautiful 180. Sugar Bull, 18, 15, goes 19. Leave on checkout on 128. If it would hit a single day, it would be a bogey, but doesn't matter in this part of the leg. He's so much ahead. So here, normally people would go for treble 18. I think he will go for treble 20, treble 19, and a big 19. Leave him on 32. Beautiful last one. We saw was disappointed of the first and the second, not only scored 23 points, composing himself and banging in a treble 20 on the last one. That's a world-class start. Compose himself. Let's see if Darius can do the same thing. I didn't think he dropped his dart on purpose to compose himself, but he had 10 points and he ate the last one. And these two are very good friends, but also great rivals. They have met many times in the Baltic tournaments during the years. I've seen both these players played in the Lakeside, for example. Very talented play, both of them. There you see it again. He banged one treble, can't follow it up. And that's just unlucky. It's good darts, and we all know that he wants more from that point. Leaving on 160 when it's coming back. Will Lacha be under some sort of pressure? Should be here. Let's see, 137 left, 157 left, sorry, and 117 left. No, 97 left, sorry. No, I'm not counting that bad. Oh, treble 20, unlucky. 80 left. $105, leaving on 55 if it's coming back. 97, treble 19 for the double 20. Treble 18. Double 12. We saw Peter Wright yesterday when he had 97 left. Single 19, double 19, and double 20. So double 18 for mothers. That's a great check out. 2 darts on 55, single 19, double 18. Beautiful kick out. 140, always good in your serve. The opponent need at least 140 to be back in the game in his leg, but 140, great start. He's ahead. And Maras need a 140 to be back in the leg. That would be pretty equal if you can make a big score here. Treble 20, single 20, treble 19, 137. Beautiful 1-3-1 there from Darius. They're going back and forward so much in this game because they are so tight when they play against each other. beautiful 128 there from Mother Suppression's 186. 97, leaving on 89. So if Mother can score 140 or even 180 here, that would pressure that 89 shots. 97, 99 left versus 89. Treble 19 for double 16. Treble 20 for double 5. We saw Micah van Gogh did his yes, Shizzy. Unfortunately, Darius it's missed. And Miles have an opportunity here to break the serve. 99, treble 19. And that's a beautiful shake up there from Mother Sarasma. Treble 19, single 6, double 18. And the most important of all is a break of the serve. And you saw the celebration there. I think he celebrated more there than he hit the match start against Micah van Gogh. And so we know this is important for him also. A little rush there. I think he didn't let the adrenaline go down. He has to go on there after this checkout and start to bang in the darts. And that's unlucky for Darius. 3 beautiful darts. Unfortunately, 2 in the treble 5 and 1 in the treble 20. And we'll talk about people that's watching this stream. One true legend in the Nordic dart from Denmark, Jan Hoffmann. If you don't know who that is, go on YouTube and search for Jan Hoffmann against Bob Anderson, Lakeside. One of the greatest games ever played on that stage, according to me. Unfortunately, I couldn't see live because, not to be rude, I don't think I was born. But Jan Hoffmann still played this game. So it's an honor for me to see that you're watching this stream. And he has a chance on 180 there, Miles. 125, leave on 218. So Mahler should at least have 6 starts from here, 218. Smart played, 125, leave on 93. If it would hit a 25, we'd be an even ton, leaving on 118. If it would continue on 20, hit a single 20, there'd be 123 left. So 93. And normally, if Darius would be on a cut, I got a bull route here, but Miles got treble 19 for double 18. Treble 14, double 16. Beautiful checkout. 99 in the last leg, and now 93. Beautiful checkout from Madras Rasma. And a beautiful kickoff there from Darius with a 140. But we saw also in the last leg, kicked off with a 140 from Darius. And let's see if it's going to be a 180 from Darius. Another 140. Beautiful, beautiful. 94, 95 lead on 310 versus 221. This is a very good game right now. Could it be another 140? A beautiful 140. Could it be $11? Yes, he won $11 day. Then lost and he missed a $10. Leaving on 24 when he's coming back. Will it be under pressure? And what kind of pressure then? Treble 20, single 20, 130, leave on 90. This is pressure for Darius, but we know how he cope under pressure normally. And he's banging in the first start. Or is it some mistake here? It's 24. Yeah, it is in. And this is a huge leg for Darius here and for Maras. Maras had to serve his 4-3 up, first to 6 legs. If he can keep his serve with 5-3, and then Darius has to take 3 legs on a spin. Beautiful cover shot there from Maras. That's a great answer from Darius 140. Maras, we need at least 100 here to be composed of this leg. That's tight start. Only 60. You know that's not enough to pressure Darius. But only 60 as an answer. Now it's very tight dart. 60 is not enough when you play against Darius or Maras. So both thinking when the opponent hits a 60, they're both thinking, come on, at least one treble here, and I'll be in front. Maras should start here on 19 at 133, 171. '99. He's unlucky, Maras. He hit beautiful treble 20, but he can't hit the second one to leave him on a checkout. I would love to see how many scores they have on like 96, 97, 98, 99, and that kind of scores, because he can make very often he's making one big treble, but he can't hit the second one. 79 score lead. That is 106 coming back. That's a beautiful first one. There it is, 140. This is a pressure shot now for Darius. Treble 19, double 6, treble 19, single 19, bullseye. So now treble 19 for the bullseye. 88, treble 20 for 28, treble 16 for the tops. Both on 64. Treble 16 for double 8. There's a treble 16, double 8 for Maras, and a 5-3 lead. Double 4. And that's a very beautiful checkout. Very important checkout for Maras. Also, you know that because you don't want to give Darius a chance of break back to serve of 4-4 and then have the advantage in an eventual deciding leg. So the score is 5-3 to Maras, and if Darius keep his serve here, he would have the serve. Then Maras would have serve in the 10th leg for a win. And there is a beautiful 180 from Madas, and we all know how much that means to him on 224 when Darius is on 276. 134, we're leaving off 140 to 96, leaves on 180. Stressy second dart, you know that. And the last one wasn't good either for him, leaving on 156. Darius leave him on double 20. That's a sloppy second one, 115. I think it's 66 scored. So 114. And now Madas at 156 for the game and a place in the final. $65 scored, leaving him on 91. So let's say that is treble 20, single 14. No, treble 18, single 20, double 20. Let's see, Madas 91. I prefer the bullshit here. 25 leaves you on 66. The bullseye leaves you on 41. Beautiful bullseye. 9 for double 16. 5 for double 18. And a place in the final inside of the 18. So now double 20 for Darius. And now Madas had to serve to win the game. So let's see if he can kick it a big score here. He have already missed 1 dot for the game. .43, that's not the start he wanted to see in this leg. Should be 100 is perfect. Only 60 for those. 3 very good darts. Unlucky for him, no big treble. Unlucky for Madas, not big treble. Could this be another 180? That's a very beautiful, perfect 180 from the Rasmatas of Latvia, Madas Rasma. Can we see an answer from Darius? 140, 100. Need a big treble here to still be in the leg. 4G, so Madas is 120 points plus these ahead. 140, leaving on 138 after 9 darts. He's a big favorite to take this leg and the game all the way to the final. $134, beautiful day from Darius. Let's see. 138, treble 20, the famous Keith Della. Beautiful setup. 102 from Madas, leaving on 36. I don't like that second dart because now he can't leave himself on a checkout. If he were to go on 17 on the second one, hit a single or treble, still have a chance. Now Madas have 6 darts from 6. And banging in, and that's a very, very important game for Madas. They have met so many times in the qualifications round, and normally Darius wins. Now it's Madas' turn, and he's all the way to the final. And in the final, he will have a very tough opponent of either Ursede from Finland or Kordecker from Norway. So see you in a bit.
semi-final what is coming. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. He put number 8. So.
Yeah. And Walker. Yeah. Cool.
There we go.
I'm now waiting that the boys come to draw ball.
Yeah.
All the best boys. All the best boys. Ammattikirjoitit oli professional marker.
Täällä Oskari Taulussa.
Joo, se on, katon live. 20. 19. Pitääkö kuoresta? Pitääkö kuoresta? Joo.
Se on sitten piippakin.
No, se on olisi. Tässä on suotta varattu vaan sitä.
Niin, se on kauan aikaa, niin en mä tiedä.
You looking? Oh.
Aina järkyttävän verran taululla.
Missä mielessä? Tripla. Mä nyt huomannut mun mielestä mitään eroa.
Mä tykkään enemmän. Niin?
Joo. Mitähän hyvä heittää? Oli 6-0 semmonen eka vuosi. Sekin meni yli 90 kekkarilla.
Noin 8.
Ja siinä ei tulos kulkenut samalla, mutta meni poikki. Sillä 2 sattui tuplatikkoa. Joo.
Sitten polkasi.
Joo. Sitten oli tossa suovastalla se yksi erä. Siihen meni vähän. Pari erää missä ei lähty. Yhden kova. Onhan kuori heittää tasakuustikkaa kyllä mies lähtee. Joo. Six yards. Yeah, that's talking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's talking. That's 7 already.
So guys, I have to do a little errands. I will be back soon, hopefully, and I will be guaranteed. In the worst case scenario, I will miss this semi-final, but I will be back in the final. So bear with me, and I'll be soon in a little bit. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but now I'm back. I have to fix a little thing here at home. When it's 9:30 on a Friday evening, you have to do some arrangement at home. But now I'm back for this great semi-final, and we see it's a great semi-final right now. Core is currently on an average of over 110, and that's crazy standard. Let's see, can you check out this bullseye for 122? Check out. I will hold against him, but unfortunately for him. So let's see. 76 for Ulf. Will he go the double route, or will he go for a treble double route? He go for the double route. Unfortunately, it was inside, so a single 18 leaves him on 40 of the score of 56. So 37, single 5, double 18, double 16. I mean, of course, they could double 8. Beautiful day. He blocked after the first one. He was a little bit blocked because he lay in his starts, but he couldn't put it under his first start. So the score is 2-2 right now, and it's a very good standard of this game. And of course, the person that wins this game will play against Maros Rasma in the final for a place in a European Tour next year or next season. And people, if you have any questions and advices or anything, put it up in the stream here on Facebook. I'm watching the stream at the same time so I can see everything that you're writing in the stream. So any questions, any suggestions, anything you want to ask or say, put it up here and I will answer as soon as I can. And Petra, hello to you too. I hope you enjoy your visit in Hungary for the European Cup when you represent Iceland. And I don't know, we have this discussion before. People have always been so fascinated about the average per dart. You see in the bottom where it shows 160 for Cord and 70 for Ulf. They have an average of 88 and 107, and the score was 2-2. So, of course, it will increase now for Ulf of that leg. Now they're on 92 and 98. So actually, Cord are 6 points ahead in the average, but he's 3-2 down. So don't be too fascinated about the average, because like a teammate to me always say, if I have 30 in average I lose, I don't give because I lost. But if I have 15 and win, it's a win. Jeanette, this is in Reykjavik, on Iceland, is the qualification for the PDC Nordic Baltic tournaments, and the winner of the order of merit in the qualification round will get to Ali Pali, number 1 and number 2. And this tournament is a European qualification tournament. So the winner of this tournament will go to, I guess it's Germany for a European tournament. Yes, but it will be lovely to be at the Euro Cup. I will be at the Euro Cup, at World Cup, or some of these big tournaments one day, because I love the sport, I love the players, and it would be great to be at some of these big tournaments. And I will ask you people out there to do this again because I think it's very funny to see when people do this. Please put it up in the chat where you're from, which country, which city, which state, anything like that. Put it up on the stream. It was fun. We have seen players from all over the world. We have seen people from every continent except for Antarctica. So hopefully some penguin will check in and say it from there. Stig Jørgen Knudsen, you're not from Iceland, you're from Norway. And congratulations to the bronze medal in the team event in the Euro Cup. And let's see if Ursula can check out a beautiful 110. You got a bounce on that one. Unlucky for Ulf. And this is a very, very important checkout for core. 120. Treble 20, single 20, and tops. Treble 20. Brianna, I understood that Stig Jarle said it was Iceland. I just make a little laugh with him. He's a really nice guy. And I don't like him because he's very often in Thailand, and I'm very jealous of that. We see a beautiful check out there from Ulf for a 4-2 lead. And it's a very good, the standard is very good in the semifinal. Hopefully it will be at least at the same standard in the final. And I know that Ulf also did a great comeback in his quarterfinals against Marco Cantele. If I'm not mistaken, it was 3-0 down and won the game 6-5. How do you see this is played in Reykjavik on Iceland? Tony Macaroni, always great to see people over the sea from Scotland. And it's great to see you watching our stream. Thank you very much for that. Brian Stamey from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Amazing. We see people all over the world. This is actually a stream for the Nordic and Baltic participants. And we have people from Scotland and from America watching this stream. I'm so humble. I'm so proud of our stream that we have people all over the world watching this. So treble 20 for double 5. Bullseye for Ulf Seda and a 5-2 lead. Unlucky 25. So Cole will go for treble 19 for the double 16. Treble 19. Treble 20 for double 5. And also the bullseye. Edgaras from Lithuania. We have all over the world. The Darius didn't make it to the semifinal, but it was a great game between him and Madars. And I promise you, we see Darius on a big stage soon again. So double 12 for Ulf. So Core, will it go for the double, or will it split it single 2, double 16, or will it go directly for the double 17? It's 33, so single 1 for double 16. Beautiful, very important there. And this is also a very important leg, like we see in the last game between Madars and Darius. It's 4-3 to Ulf, exactly the same scenario like for Madars. He had a serve, kept the serve 5-3, 5-4, they kept the serve for the win. Same here, but if Core can break the serve here, it's 4-4, best of 3 legs, and Core will have a serve eventually in the deciding leg. Lamont Parkman from Evansville, IN. Is it Indianapolis, Illinois? I don't know what IN stands for. I'm normally pretty good with the states when it comes to the 2 letters, but IN, not 100% sure. And he's watching from the United States also, and he's getting his darts fixed before he go to work. All the best. And if you have a dartboard on your job, great opportunity. So IN, is it Indianapolis, Indiana? If somebody can help me out, would be great. Always keen to know new places. Will I go for 20? Bull 19. I prefer the 19 here. Leaving on 126 is a much easier checkout, if you say, than the 125. 103 versus 126. So Ulf, treble 19 for the bullseye. And now 88. 58 score, leave on 68. Lamont, thank you very much. Then I know IN is Indiana. 100 left for Core. 80 left. Troll 20, leave on 20. 68. 56 left. 16 left for a break. Unlucky there for Ulf. Colin Bonucci, Sweden, and Karlstad DC. Yeah, that's pretty good. Always great, new players. Unfortunately, I don't know you, but maybe we can see if we can meet each other on SSDC in November. I played for Sula in 3 years, so we're almost from the same club. Unfortunately, there for Core, he missed 3 darts on double 10, so Ulf would have a great opportunity to break back and serve and 4-4 on double 4. And I think it's blocked. It's very long darts and points of Seri on his darts. So let's see if he can go under. Oh, that's a beautiful dart in the bottom corner of double 4. 3 good darts from Ulf Seder, but very unlucky. Treble one on the first 2 darts, and a single 20 on the last one. Beautiful last one to push it in the last treble 20 there. And also, if you have the opportunity, please subscribe on our YouTube channel. It means a lot for me and the other guys here on the stream. And if you're a lucky person, then it's a perfect opportunity, because when we reach 500 subscribers, we will have a lottery. Then the winner will receive Mark Webster's signed darts. Corey is very unlucky right now. We are banging very many treble one in the corner. So, I mean, if that would be treble 20 many of the times, he'll be ahead. But unfortunately for him, click it in. Beautiful 134 from Ulfsted, leaving on 97. So Kodak at treble 20, continue on 20, treble 20 will leave him on double 8 if it's coming back. Beautiful setup of shot, 100 leaving on double 8. So treble 19 for Ulfsted there. I think it's 7, so treble 18 for double 18. That's a cocky route. Go for tops to leave bullseye. We see Peter Manley did it back in the days. A famous 141 against Phil Taylor. Treble 17, double 20, and bullseye. But now double 8 for Kordecker and a 5-4 score. And off have serve. There's 2 good markers. Should be banging on the barrel. That was beautiful last one. So 5-4, and Ulfsted have this serve. If he keeps his serve, he will go to the final, where he will be playing against Madars Rasma from Latvia. That's a beautiful last one to squeeze in a treble 20. 100 is always a good start when you have the serve. That's a beautiful 180. I can promise that was his most important 180 during the whole day. He's 68 points ahead before this throw from Ulf. So that was very important coming back in late, because he needed to break the serve to win this game. But sometimes he has someone like treble 1, treble 3, treble 5. You need to hit the big treble small. Of course, we saw that 180, but he's not consistent on the big points. But if you can do six darts from 219 or even 9 darts, then you have to serve in the deciding leg. Now 99 left. Going down, 139, leaving him 80 when he's coming back. What kind of pressure will call blir under 65, 117, 125, beautiful, 57. So let's see call. Treble 20, double 10. Single 20, for double 20. So double 20 and now double 10, 5-5 and equalize the score and have the serve in the deciding leg. Unlucky. Of course, he dropped his dart and that messed up with his concentration. Single 17, double 20 for the match. Beautiful checkout from Ulf. So it will be Maros Rasma and Ulf Seder in the final to see who will go on to play on the big stage again in the European Championship. So see you in a little bit for the final.
treysti þeim bara og segi leikur. Þú veist, ef ég er ekki komin upp í fel, sko. En þú veist, yfirleitt er þetta bara menn létt. En svo kemur allt í einu óvart 3.13 eða.
Ég var líka að heyra að þeir segja líka skora sko.
Já, ég er að segja það. Ég treysti þeim bara. En þú veist, ég er nú næstu með svo óvart vitaður í eitthvað annað sem það ég hef ekki hugmynd um. Af því eins og Ægir og Vítor eru að ræða. Það er svo vanur að þið hitið í Vítor.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and it's time for the final of this great competition on the beautiful country of Iceland. The final will be between play both on the European stage. It's Ulf Ceder from Finland and Maras Rasma from Latvia. Great evening, both of them. They made it through to the semifinals of the great competition. Maras beat Dan Larsen in the semis. Sorry, in the quarters, 6-5, and beat Marco Kantele 6-5 in a great game. Also, it was 3-0 down, and in the semis they won 6-4 over Darius Labanauskas and Kåre Dekker. So this should be a great final between two great players from the Baltic countries. Time for the final. Mathers to throw first. First legs to see go to the European tour. And I would guess both these players are a little bit nervous because they know how much at stake this game is. Only has to win this game, it means you have won £1,000. You have to come to the first round in the European Tour Championship. So that's a lot of money for both of them. And of course, if they win one game, they get 2,000 euros. I think it's euros. So they win a lot of money. A beautiful 140 from Ulf Ceder leading on 156. How much pressure would be under this shot of 156? Leaving on 148. Leaving on 75. Models last month. Treble 80, treble 20, treble 20, treble 14, treble 80, treble 83. 63. Leaving on 75. 85, sorry, of course. I was watching Ulf's score. That's what 75. 18 for double 20 and a 1-0 lead. So treble 15 or treble 19 for Mothers. Treble 20 for double 5 or 20 for the bullseye. Beautiful checkout for Mothers. 1-0. Kept his serve. And beautiful checkout. Bull is always nice for your confidence to hit. Great answer there. I was waiting for these players to start to hit the trebles. They play so good this evening. But of course, a final is always a final. So I think you're pretty nervous. Cord Decker, you're watching the stream. Great game in the semi-final. Unlucky. So I wish you all the best for the rest of this weekend. A beautiful 134 from Ulf Ceder. He was waiting for these points to get in. Big 100s, the 134s, the 137, the 140s. Beautiful counting there from Ulf, because he's 188, 1 dot in his hand, must go 18 there, because you don't know what Mars would do. A big score here. I actually think that score is wrong, because I think it was a single 20 on the second one. Beautiful there from Mars, 180, leaving on 75, but it's 130 on the board. That is all. It's 130. One lucky there from Ulf. Very good shot, because he back-to-back bull shakeout. So now treble 17 for double 12 for Mado. So 2 dots here for 2-0 lead and a break. Perfect marker. Should hit the barrel. And that's a beautiful shakeout for Mado Rasma. 2-0 lead and a break. Connie, you said to Ronnie to scream higher. I don't think it's possible. If people know Ronnie Rör from Sweden, he can scream a lot when he plays. So let's see, when he breaks his serve, it's always nice to have a good start in the leg after, because we have seen many times player break the serve, beautiful last one there, 90 scored, but I've seen so many times player break his serve and scored a 60. But now Mara break his serve and start with a 90. Could it be another 180 from others? Beautiful 180 there. Now he's playing very good. He's ahead 172. Should we have an answer with a 180 from also? Unlucky in the deflection. A big 140 here from others, leaving on 32 or a 132. Unlucky on the bounce on the second dart. Treble 19. Will he go for the ball? I think you go 18. 14 leaves 36. 91 scored. Have 3 clear darts on 36. Let's see what pressure he will be under. 134. Beautiful from Ulf. Leaving on 42. If he's coming back. 36 from others. Beautiful. Banging in the first start. 3-0 lead. Hundred is always good in your serve. Kick off with 100. Put pressure on the opponent. Mars scored 58. So Ulf is 42 points ahead plus these. Unlucky there. 46. Big score here for Madars. And he's ahead in his leg. Beautiful first one. 137. Put pressure on Ulf here, but you know Ulf is a marvelous player also. So he could need a big score here to come back in his leg. Beautiful first one. Good counting and beautiful setup from Mars. He played perfect start right now. 139 or 167 when he's coming back. So a big 70 for Ulf, leaving on 40. So 123 for Mars, treble 19, treble 16, double 9. Treble 19 first start. Treble 18 for the bull. Leaving on 66. Ulf really need to hit this 40 shakeout. Banging in, he's on the board. 3-1. Now Mars had to serve. As always, a nice kick out. When you do a kick off, hit one big treble, you're always ahead because you can get in your opponent's head because they know they have to hit 140 to be ahead. If you just hit 100, it's the same. So 265. I prefer the 19 roots. 95 scored or more here. You want to check out.
170.
Beautiful setup from Mardars. 94 left. When he's coming back, Ulf need a big score here just to have a chance on this leg. And I can't pronounce, I think the first name is Maxim from Russia. Subscribe to our channel. Thanks a lot, Maxim. So, treble 18, big 16 leaves him on double 20. So double 20 for a 4-1 lead. Beautiful checkout from Maras Rasma. That's good dodge from Ulf. 99 scored. Put him in head of this leg. Maras will need a big score. He has to come back in the leg. At 134, 96, 38. So 61 points ahead, plus these for Ulf Seder. And he knows he really needs his leg because with 5-1 down, that's very tough. I guess the opponent of Maras Rasmus caliber. So 99. So treble 18 on the first one, single, then it goes up on the 20s. 76. So 148. Treble 18 or treble 20 for Ulf. 88. 72 left. Treble 16, treble 12, treble 20. Treble 16 went for 92 score, leaving on 56 when it's come back. That's an unlucky deflection for Maras, leaving on 151. 56, single 16 for double 20. Single 8, 8 or 16. Beautiful check out there from Ulf Seder. So 4-2, Maras had to serve. And this is very tough game. And we talk about people watching our stream. And we have a Swedish dart legend. He's a former semi-finalist of the Lakefed 1994. He's a former top 5 ranked player in the world. He's the poker face, Magnus Carries. Thanks for watching our stream. It's a great honor to have you watching this. And we see here both players start with a 140, banging off. I know Maras only one. Because if you know, if you keep yourself twice, he will win this game and will be in the European Tour. And when he started up 140 is tough for your opponent.
91.
Beautiful darts from Maras. 140, 140, 180. Leaves it on 41 after 9 darts. Ulf need at least 100 to leave him on a checkout. Beautiful last one, squeezed in under the first one. It's 130, 41 for mothers, single 9 for double 16. So Ulf needs 130, treble 20, double 5, treble 20, single 20, bullseye. So let's see, treble 20 for double 5. Unlucky for Ulf, that would be a great 12 data. So mothers need double 8 for a 5-2 lead. That's very important. You see how much he celebrate. And the worst part for them, I promise you want to scream, but according to the rules, you're not allowed to celebrate with sounds. You can do like this, you can share, but you can't scream.
60.
So now Ulf needs to take 4 legs on the spin to beat Mothers. If Mothers keep his serve, he's done and won this tournament. And right now he played very good. He banged that treble very good. In his last leg, just the points was 140, 140, 180, and now he kicked off this leg with 180. So his last 4 scoring visit is 140, 140, 100, 100. And when you do that, you can understand what this guy 1 week ago almost exactly beat Michael van Gerwen.
60.
So Mahlers have effectively taken start from Ulf in this leg.
62.
That's 2 unlucky deflection hit. Treble 20 on his first start, but then single 1, single 1.
57.
So we have at least 6 starts from 199. Let's see how he set it up. He's banging that treble 20 very good.
54.
So let's see how Ulf will set it up. 100, 140, 180 will be very good in this. You have an opportunity to pressure Maras for 145.
60.
And that's not enough. 85 left. Oh, it's 55 left. 15 for tops or 19 for 36. It looks like 19 for 36. 109 goal. Leaving on 36. When he coming back, if Ulfsted is not shaking out, 170. And unfortunately, he don't give a chance. So Mothers will have 3 clear darts for 36 and to be qualified for European Tour #1 next season. And it's in, and there you hear him celebrate because the tournament is over. He won the tournament. He's qualified for the European Tour #1. You hear him screaming right now. A big congratulations to Maras Rasma. Played fabulous. 6-5 in the quarterfinal against Danny Larsen. That was a great game. And 6-4 against his very good friend Darius Labanauskas. And in this final, 6-2 against Ulf Seder. Big congratulations. Well deserved. And Maras, good luck in the European Tour. And you hear him scream again.
Stick around, we're streaming the European Tour 2.